Hi, welcome back to our talk on lessons you learn through aging. This is John Patrick Hickey, and I think an important lesson that I have learned not only in my own life, but I've seen it in other people's, to the plus and to the minus, is the fact that life is far too short to be angry. There are people, and I honestly can say I don't understand, so I have a hard time with this because I really don't understand the mindset. But there are people who hold grudges, who get angry, especially at other family members, and hold grudges for years. And they never talk to them, they never associate with them, and life's too short. We're here today, we're gone tomorrow. And yes, there are people who can be hurtful, there are people who are toxic people in our life, and that's important that we don't allow hurtful people to be in our life, but we also can't be angry with them either. Because if there is that root of bitterness, that hatred that goes with it, we're the ones getting hurt, not them. You know, it's the old saying that hate is drinking poison and hoping that it's going to kill someone else. It just doesn't work that way. It destroys us. It doesn't destroy them. Thing is to be able to just let things go. You don't have to associate with everybody. And the fact that, the whole with being angry, and that brings us into this area of forgiveness, okay? Let me try to make this clear and get short here. We do need to forgive even people who are toxic and constantly hurtful in our life. We need to be able to forgive. The idea of forgiving and forgetting is a fallacy. It doesn't happen. We don't forget. And we think that, okay, well, if we truly do forgive, then we forget. And I've even heard people say, well, the Bible tells us to forgive and forget. No, it doesn't. It never says to forgive and forget. Because it's impossible for us to forgive and forget. Forgiveness isn't having a lobotomy done and all of a sudden that portion of your brain is gone. We always will remember. And God doesn't even forgive and forget. When it says that He forgives us and then forgets our sins or removes them from us, it means that He does not hold those things accountable to us anymore. It doesn't mean He forgets them. God isn't some half-minded person up in heaven who says, oh, I didn't remember you did that. He knows everything. Well, so He doesn't forget anything. He just doesn't hold those things against us anymore. And the same is true with our forgiveness. We need to be able to forgive and to say, okay, I'm not going to hold this against you anymore. But wisdom and true learning from someone is to be able to say, I forgive you, but I won't let you do this again. We know that there are certain people that are not going to be good in our life. So we can forgive them, but doesn't mean we have to associate with them. Doesn't mean we have to allow them back into our life. That doesn't, and they can, and that's always their thing is to put on the guilt trip of, well, then you really haven't forgiven me if you haven't, allowed me back into your life or you haven't restored this relationship. No, that's not true. I can forgive you and not hold anything against you at all. But I'm not going to let you come back in. It's like, taking a hammer from you because you kept hitting me on my toes with a hammer. So I take the hammer away and I forgive you. Well, if I truly forgave you, I'd give you the hammer back. Well, no, I wouldn't do that. So it's, you can't let the guilt thing come in there either. You have to be able to forgive, say, I forgive you, let it go, detach from it, but you don't have to let toxic people back in your life. So to be able to forgive is to be able to let that anger go. It's just not worth being angry with people all the time. You can't let anger control your life, because it will control your life. And the persons who it will control is you. Understand, if you're angry with someone, it doesn't affect them a bit. It doesn't change their life. It doesn't change how they do things. It doesn't change what they think. It doesn't give them a good day. It doesn't give them a bad day. It doesn't do anything for them at all. It only affects you. And I have seen people who have been angry at a particular situation, and they have gone old before their time because the anger has eaten them like a cancer. And the only person that it's damaged was them. The person and the thing they're angry at hasn't affected them at all. So let anger go. Life's too short. Let anger go. Let any offense go. Always be quick with forgiveness, but be wise. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It just means letting go. For the Growth Center, this is John Patrick Hickey, and I do want to encourage you to live your purpose and change your world.